Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, afternoon, evening, and welcome back to another Link to the Past Randomizer No Logic tournament for 2026. I am Misanthropic Buddha. I am flying solo today. I would like to thank Phoenix for being tracker coming in the last minute. I do appreciate that. So this is the first round between Tam and dotdot. So this is their first matchup. They will be doing this. They will be running it back tomorrow, actually, at the same time. Yes, Phoenix Tyrol. Again, greatly appreciated. And so we are waiting to get them underway here, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so again, I feel like I don't need to explain it every time, but I always like to try to get in the new viewers here. And of course, I'll be relying on the experts in chat to also help me out here as well. Because again, as I always like to say, I don't mind doing comms, obviously, but I am fairly new to all the tricks, and I'm not familiar with all the names either. So, all right. So the runners appear to be off here. dotdot starts with a small key to Turtle Rock, as does Tam. And so, again, as a reminder, where they all start with is they do get to start with boots. So that's always a nice little thing here, because it makes doing some of the tricks here a little bit easier. And so dotdot will make, well, both of them actually gonna make their way to Bonk Rocks. dotdot, and Tam will acquire a big key to Skull Woods. All right, so that's a good solid find. Now, as they are also getting started here, I should also remind everyone that to help make, as some of you, if you haven't seen any previous seeds, there tends to be an issue with rods. So to try to avoid that, or we try to, but it still ends up almost being a go mode item, that there are 2 sets of fire rods and ice rods located in the world. Tam saw the compass and decided to have none of it. dotdot is checking Lumberjack for a heart piece, so I don't think we'll be seeing that anytime soon. Tam gets some hearts. Tam checks the mushroom spot and finds $50. So they will take that. As dotdot is pretty much going to do similar things here. So now the question will be, Tam does seem to kind of also seem to be planning to head to Lumberjack, or they will be disappointed, or maybe actually happy. I'm pretty sure no one wants to ever want to go to Lumberjack if need be. Though as I learned last night or the other day, having to do Lumberjack's not as huge a deal as it would be in a vanilla rando. So Tam clipped their way through the mountain to go ahead and head to the top of Death Mountain. There's a small key, which is Tam with the small key to, Aga Tower. That's interesting. So at least that allows for both checks, one in the dark room, along with the one in the beginning. There is a map, which at least Tam immediately does not seem to be going for. But now both are in the dark room. So they're both in the dark. They're going to go rescue the old man, just so they can have access to that third location. And as a reminder to everybody, in order for a dungeon to be considered completed, they have to both... Oh, the old man has the glove. Okay. That's a nice little find. Just as a reminder that you have to both beat the boss and also get the prize in order for a dungeon to be considered complete, as well as they have to beat Aga too. So now I think dotdot and Tam's about to follow. No, they're both doing the same trick, where they're both going to clip through to head down with an easy path to Graveyard. We'll see what goodies are in here. Small key. Small key to Skull. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Doomtab. Yeah, they're not using the cool 90s link. And so dotdot is going to go ahead and get some more ammo here while Tam just immediately... Oh, sorry, I forget that's another way. Because of how they came down the mountain, they have the camera set up to where they can actually do the Houlihan. Because there are a couple ways to go to Houlihan, so... Dotdot here, not sure if that was intentional, but took a death. As Tam saw the free magic, wanted to grab that. Tam now is going to go clip into the side of the mountain here, or the side of this wall to go into Hobo. Whereas dotdot came back, so it might have been... That might have not been intentional. I'm sorry, I looked away, and I'm going to assume Tam got a heart piece. So now Tam is doing a trick where you shove Link into the side there, and then you can, if in the proper area, then you can swim through the mountain to Ice Rod Cave, which gave a heart piece. So now dotdot's pretty much going to follow suit for right now, and it seems I think Tam is going to go ahead and pull off the... We're going to water walk probably to Waterfall. I think the island needs to be checked still too. Okay, I was right. It was a heart piece. Checks the island, sees blue mail. Now Tam will probably, let's see if the waterfall has anything good. Another small key to Turtle Rock for Tam. Now, unfortunately, Tam does not have enough money to go check Zora. However, they can check the Zora ledge and see that it is a shield. Tam not interested. Didn't save and quit, though. Opted to go back into the portal. And I think, to go get some... Well, at least... Usually come here to at least get a bomb upgrade. And got the arrow upgrade, because they had the money. Of course, what is nice about getting the bomb upgrade, is that it does automatically max you out. Alright, so far, really, the only thing of note has been the glove. And now I think it appears that Tam is now... So when the actual thing that happens when you go down that hole is that you get to go to the back and escape. So now Tam will get 3 checks. Small key to GT. And a bottle with a B in it. So, okay. So again, another small key here. Now, the small keys, admittedly, in No Logic don't have a lot of meaning, or as much meaning as they would in the No Major Glitches styles of Rando. But some of them can be important. Tam will make their way into the dam. Get some arrows. As dotdot went ahead and got himself some blue mail. And of course, depending on the strategies or what happens, sometimes having the mail, or having the blue or the red mail can potentially be a hindrance. But we'll see how that plays out later. Alright, a heart piece. Tam wants none of it. So, nothing noteworthy in the dam. And Tam will be the first to check out the rest of South Shore by hitting up Mini Moldorm Cave. As dotdot gets his key to GT, as well as his first bottle. Now, because Tam, the bottle had a B in it, just went ahead and let the B do all the work. So so far, Mini Moldorm Cave, money and ammo, and a cape. Oh, thank you, DoomTap, for that point. So now Tam is going to bomb themselves in the position. Well, you have to be careful. Oh, had to save and quit because didn't get to the right pixel. Because you can get to King's Tomb in that fashion. Whereas dotdot is now first into CAC and is going to go check the Blind's hut here. Gets a small key to Thieves. But otherwise, just money and ammo. And as DoomTap did mention in chat, that blue mail is actually good, whereas red mail is not that great. Tam following suit here. Unfortunately, Tam will be disappointed by not being too much. Really nothing noteworthy here. We're going into Cackwell for dotdot. We'll see what these 5 checks get. There's Quake. Okay, well, that could mean something later. Heart piece. Dotdot has knowledge for GT, a blue boom, and some arrows. Okay, so unfortunately, obviously the GT map, not really knowledge. Now, of course, when you put the B near the bottle keeper, you get some money. But unfortunately, the bottle vendor only had some bombs. As Tam has acquired their Quake. Let's see what the back of Chicken Hut gives for dotdot. Small key to Hyrule Castle. Okay. So that will at least, well, for what it's worth now, it could bridge the backside with the with downstairs now, because you got the one small key, but I don't think that'll mean much. Dotdot went ahead and bought a red potion. Of course, buying the potion. This is why usually they will go out of their way. Runners will go out of the way in No Logic to get as much money as possible, as the sick kid had a heart piece. Was to is they need those different potions in order to do certain tricks that can be seen later on, as dotdot acquired another GT small. Alright, so very interesting, not much here in the way of supplies, as the library has a small key to Ice Palace for dotdot. But I say that, but we're almost 12 minutes in, so maybe the goodies will start turning up soon. Race game has a heart piece, which dotdot will take. As Tam acquires their key to Ice, or their small key to Ice, dotdot will clip his way into the mountain, go in the desert. Picked up some bombs. As Tam is about to do the same thing. Now, so we'll see what they... DoomTap is betting on that all the goodies are going to be in GT. Maybe. Or left side swamp. Dotdot's going to pick up the heart piece from the torch. And so potentially we could see our first, well, not our first trick, because we've already seen a bunch of like clipping into, ooh, a map of thieves. Okay, so maybe we'll get some knowledge here in a bit. We might see one of our first major-ish glitches, as dotdot puts himself in the door enough, uses a potion, and now he is in Thieves. And so you're going to see a lot of this, where there'll be a lot of interesting movements where you may not even see anything. It looks like they kind of just wedge themselves into a doorway, and then either use a potion, or use the hook shot, or use I already said potion, or use bombs or Samaria, where they can kind of teleport themselves into other dungeons, if you will. as Tam has just done the same thing. Okay, so the attic doesn't have anything worth mentioning. Now dotdot is going to set himself up to go back into desert, I believe. Yep. And so by doing this, this is another way to get through, you know, on the right side of Desert Palace, that there's a, as you guys can see on Dot's screen, that there was a small key needed to get into this room, but by doing what you just saw, and as Tam is about to set up, you can easily skip that. Tam's got to reset here. Unfortunately, took damage from the cricket. The crickets are not going to want to leave them alone for some reason, but managed to get through. On 1 heart, though. Shout out to Double Beeps, the double beep speed. Thank you, Doomtab. Yeah, transition corruptions is the technical term. Is now dotdot. We'll check K45. Finds a small key. To swamp. Okay. The small key to swamp, having that key. I mean, you'll also see too that they will they'll grab a lot of keys from one dungeon and use it in a different dungeon, but having the Swamp Palace key is usually pretty nice, because at least, if nothing else, it does get them through that, potentially through that front door. Dotdot saw that there wasn't anything worth in checkerboard, which is just arrows. And now dotdot will make his way to Agina. And Tam is pretty much copying the path of dotdot. Agina, small key to Ice Palace. As Tam will also get their small key to Ice here momentarily. So now we have a save and quit from dotdot. I think he is now... Oh yeah, that's right. He is going to go ahead and make his South Shore check. So in the next couple of minutes, he will acquire the cape. Alright, whereas Tam save and quit went back to Death Mountain. So we'll see if Tam is going to go put themselves into Hera, and has done so. Let's see here. Hera has a Titan's Mitt, so has the other glove. Alright, so again, not Tam's another small key to Skull. And so having the golden glove here, it is nice to have, more of a convenience. And that's going to be it. Tam now is going to go ahead and check the right side here. Now you don't necessarily need, as you just saw, you don't need the hammer to get through. You can clip through. The island does in fact have just a compass, so nothing of any worth. As dotdot trying to get through here, the mini Moldorms. That last Moldorm giving him some issues, but managed to get him on the last bomb. Now dotdot will go get some money, and I think it was just arrows, nothing of anything, nothing else. Spiral Cave has a heart. Alright, so now Tam, a little bit in the danger zone there with 2 hearts. We'll see how they manage, because still have to. So now we're on the right side of Paradox, so you have to deal with those 3 mini Moldorms. As dotdot is resupplying. Tam gets 2 small keys, both the Turtle Rock, so 2 TR smalls. So dotdot went ahead and save and quit. Back to the mountain. I think he just wanted to resupply on bombs. Tam gets bombs, 20 piece, a heart, flippers, and a compass. Okay, so flippers are really the only notable thing in that area. As Dot's about to go get his Titan's mitts. And as we see here, Tam is going to, yep, since has the flippers, might as well go ahead and start swimming. Dot presumably is probably going to do the same thing, well, potentially. I don't know. Gonna do something a little bit different. Oh, didn't check Spectacle Rock earlier, so Dot will go ahead and take that small key. As Tam got themselves a potion. Trying to get around the dead rock is Dot. As now Dot will... he will do the same thing and make his way to the eastern, or to the other side. Swamp Palace has the green pendant, so that's interesting knowledge. Tam gets a big key to Pod, a sword, and 20 bucks. So the first sword is in the Saha closet. Well, that's good for Tam. Tam went ahead and used Quake. I think just to lower their magic a little bit. Now Tam is going to go ahead and do an uncle check. Small key to Pod. Now what is nice about that big key to Pod is that Tam has what we call a cave state big key, which I don't know all of the details, but essentially it allows for whenever you do a transition into an area that was a cave state, or from a cave, hence cave state, then you can go ahead and use that key anywhere. As Tam has bombed themselves into now the bottom area of Thieves Town. As Dot's acquired flippers. Tam just acquired some money there, even though you couldn't see it. So Dot with the save and quit. I think Tam is about to go do LSD blind. Yep, here we are. Now again, the purpose for this funny looking screen you see on Tam's here is that we need to keep the door open, and so by doing this transition that we call LSD blind allows to keep the door to be open. Because I believe currently Tam can't even get the prize because the game thinks that he's not in Thieves yet. Now, Dot having to do the mildly challenging having to kill guards with bombs. Now Tam... So again, as mentioned earlier, so Tam has defeated Blind but has not picked up the prize. So Tam is not a go yet for completing Thieves Town. But now Tam's going to go ahead and collect all the goodies, which so far, a lot of bombs and hearts. So Tam will leave. And then we'll come back. Oh, actually, yeah, so... Oh, Dot found the mirror. Tam got another small key to Pod. So because of how Tam got into Thieves Town, even though they don't have the Moon Pearl, they are free to travel around certain parts of Dark World without being a bunny. As Dot gets a big key to Eastern. As Tam gets a heart piece. So now Tam's going to go back into... Oh, okay, and as one of the maps that Tam got earlier, you notice the little C in the top left corner, meaning that we know it is a crystal dungeon. So at least for Thieves Town, it will pay, you know, the gamble has paid off. Oh, Tam got a mushroom. Dot with the save and quit. And Tam found a map to ice. So far, really the big, well, at least the most immediate difference is that Tam's sword here. So we'll see if Dot's gonna, hopefully, well, I mean, obviously there are 4 sword locations, but hopefully make his way over the Saha. And Tam has acquired the crystal, so now Tam has technically beat Thieves Town. So Dot, I think, is going to go make a run at the potions. Oh, excuse me for one moment. Sorry. Had to blow my nose, and no one needed to hear that. So Dot is going to head now to Eastern. Now Dot will get his first sword. Just Tam. Now Dot has just learned that Swamp is the green pendant. So Tam now is in one of the caves. So this area here is very popular with the proper setup. Will allow for Tam to get into Palace of Darkness. Unfortunately, the mini Moldorm is giving Tam issue, but now, and also trying to find the right pixel to set up here. It's all this, you know, frame perfect, pixel perfect, all this fun stuff that you got to be mindful of. Red boom. Is now Dot learned. I missed. Oh, okay. So Dot just learned that Thieves Town is in fact a crystal. And as you can see, Tam and all this weird, like, pod looks a little bit different. That's what we call a cave state pod. So what's nice about being in cave state is that none of the enemies spawn. So Tam is free to roam as needed. And also has, even though it says 25 up top, technically it has 255 keys. So free to open every door that they should feel the need to. Okay, I mapped the high roll. So now truly having to deal with Dark Maze without a lamp. As Dot has glitched their way into Agate Tower, but not opting to check it. I think it's going to go do... No, I was going to do escape, but... Oh, okay, no, that's right. They set the portal up to where they now can easily go into Pyramid Fairy as a Super Bunny. Just to map the swamp. And some arrows. Tam got the bombs. And I missed what Tam got in the Dark Maze. According to the tracker, nothing of any worth. Whereas Dot will take the knowledge on the map to pod. Thank you, Phoenix. So Dot here. So teleported back. And I suspect Dot is now, especially now it has a sword, probably gonna set himself up to go into Thieves. Tam found a lamp. Probably wish he had that going through or wish they had that going through the Dark Maze. So now Tam is going to go ahead and leave and probably go back in. So what that does, it resets it from the cave state to now it actually is a pod. As you see, enemies have now gone in. And so Tam is setting up a trick that will essentially allow them to go straight to Helma. And forgive me if someone in chat wants to reiterate that I don't know the full reasons why, but essentially you're trying to keep that, as you see Tam, that statue drag animation. You're trying to keep that will allow for magic to happen as dotdot is now also in the LSD blind fight. But thank you, DoomTap. Yeah, Doom has it simplified essentially into it's a very elaborate door juke that allows for, as you see, by going into the side of a wall, jumping in through another part of the wall, opening and closing the door with magic, and then here you are at Helma. So now, of course, though, Tam has to a 3-heart Helma can be a bit dodgy. Did successfully manage to rather easily get the face mask off him, and now we'll use the power of the cape to at least get some of the hits in. I have to do fodder sword, so Tam's opting to spin to win. Okay, Will, thank you for the GLs. Tam got some bombs and got a crystal. So Tam is currently up 2-0 as dotdot got a small key to pod. And yeah, as DoomTap has just mentioned, so what just happened with Tam was that you can, according to Doom, a juke being going past the transition without triggering it, so you can take it in reverse typically. So some extra insight from one of the No Logic runners. As dotdot got some money in the brewery. So now Tam looks like they're setting up what we call turtle power, where it's, again, someone will have to explain it to me again, because I know it has something to do with, I know it tinking on in the right area off of these turtles, it allows for camera shenanigans. So now Tam is going to go ahead and get these couple chests here. It's a quadrant glitch. Oh, okay. So again, as I've been told now, it is a quadrant glitch, so we'll see where that ends up as dotdot has acquired his mushroom. Ooh, a hammer. That would have been nice for the Helma fight, but as you can see, not needed. And so what it does, and I'm assuming that's part of the reason why Tam did it, was to allow, as you guys just saw, you don't necessarily need to kill the mimics. You just need to get them off screen for the game to think that you killed the mimics. And then that'll open the door. As dotdot has just defeated Blind and beat Thieves. As Tam gets a big key to Desert. And now Tam is going to, of course, next to the fairies is, of course, the area for hookshot, as it was also just shown that ice to dotdot, that ice palace is also a crystal, a red crystal actually. Tam's gonna try to hover. Tried it once, opted not to. We'll just go ahead and move on. So now Tam's going to go to Super Bunny. Now dot dot, I think, is finally going to go check the cave and finds that it's just a map. Tam gets a big key to thieves and a small key to GT. Dot dot will actually take that map. It's a map to TR. So that's always the map. The map to TR is always nice to have because it does kind of see if you need if this is unfortunately going to turn into an ice rod hunt down the road. But we'll see what happens. As now Tam is going to jump down, but I forget where this is going to lead them. As dot dot is now going into pod. Okay, so Tam is now back in the hookshot. As dot dot acquires his red boom. Okay. So now Tam is going to YBA somewhere. Let's see where it ends up. Oh, ends up at Ganon's tower. That would have been Ice Armos. So Tam gets money. Money and a heart piece. As dot dot has acquired the lamp. And for dot dot, it'll make the dark maze a little bit easier. So we are in Cave State GT. A heart piece in the big chest. Now dot dot prepares to do the bomb jump and succeeds. Gets the knowledge to Hyrule. Tam will get $5 from the chest before Armos. As dot dot's about to get a whole lot of nothing. Tam tried to hover, and now is opting to try to bomb jump instead. Okay, and succeeded. Yeah, Dune Tap. That's a really good question. There hasn't really been much here. Not a lot of the goodies here, because not as much of a jet feed as we were hoping for. Tam gets money and bombs. So we'll see if what Tam will do here. Tam's going to go ahead and leave. Or leave and re-enter here. And now we're going to do a left side check. So Tam left to come back in just to kind of reset everything. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you needed to do that for random room. I assume the explosions don't work. So now Tam is going to go ahead. As dotdot got a small key to pod. Tam found a fire rod. So that's good. Okay, so we are 37 minutes in and found the first fire rod. Now we're off to the races. Now dotdot is going to do the same thing, a little bit of a different procedure for it, but it's going to be doing the same thing as Tam earlier to go straight to Helma. And so according to DoomTap, by resetting the rooms, the crystal switches, okay, the crystal switches wouldn't be there. Alright, very well. Now Tam doing a bunch of bomb jumps because there's no hook shot. The heart. So now off to random room we go, as dotdot is now on his Helma fight. So let's see what random room has. 50, a 20, a bag of powder, and a compass. So, unfortunately, well, the bag of powder means you do get the one check if you should so desire. As dotdot has successfully defeated Helma. So now dotdot will get all the goodies. All right. Now dotdot will head back in. I don't believe I saw dotdot do any right side checks, so might start finagling his way that way. Okay, yeah, dotdot's also setting up for total power. As Pam now has just also learned that Ice Palace is a red crystal. This Tam is slowly moving their way down. Did he just do a conveyor? Okay, he did. Or they did, excuse me. dotdot has acquired the hammer. Now we're checking the ledge, the 20 piece. Okay. So yeah, as I was told that Tam did a downward overworld conveyor, and so okay, so again, dotdot will get the mimics off screen enough to trigger the door opening. As now Tam makes their way in the skull, we'll go ahead and take an intentional death. As dotdot gets his big key to desert. Now Tam doesn't have to worry about... So when you do the conveyor, Tam got a big key to TR. Okay. And so essentially, the downward conveyor allowed him to, well, move downward. But unfortunately, you kind of get permanently stuck moving downward. But a death will fix that. Alright, so now Tam making the big chest here. Well, there's another sword. And Tam got the big key to Hera. Alright, so far, again, we're making some progression. A lot of big keys getting acquired here, but and still only on Master Sword. As dotdot tried to do a trick but did not get to the right position, so I had to save and quit. Oh, a little trouble there trying to get to the chest, the Tam, but the heart piece. But took the went ahead and took, powdered the underneath the skull to get the fairy. So now Tam with the fire rod, I'm gonna guess plan to at least opening the back. As dotdot went ahead and went back to Hera to go mess around, I think probably give another attempt. And then, oh, we have a raid from one Jay Coper for the party of 27. Jay Coper, thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate it. Welcome, Raiders. For those of you who are just joining us, we are in the first round of the No Logic Link to the Past Randomizer tournament. Yep, Tam's going to just go ahead and make a beeline We're gonna hope for good news here. Okay, there we go. Moth bite. As Dot is, I think, still trying to collect all the goodies. Or actually, no, I think Dot's collected all the goodies, and I think might head back to Hookshot. We'll see. Tam has acquired a map to the desert, and it is a crystal. So Skullwoods is a crystal. So another gamble is paid off. So right now, Tam is technically up 3 dungeons to 2. Or 3 crystals to 2. So now Tam is going to go ahead and check. Has to take a long walk to go check the chest. Dot was trying something, and then didn't work. Whatever was tried did not work. Okay, it was a small key to pod. Doomtap has proposed that Tam could be in go mode. Or really, the problem is we don't know what TR is. That was a little too quick for me. I couldn't tell if that was a red pendant or a red crystal for desert. According to the tracker, it was a crystal. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix. So now, Dot is going to see what he's planning. He's going to go walk on the cloud water. Also setting up what looks like a conveyor, I think. Tam contemplating life. Probably coming up trying to figure what to do next. Now Tam is in Hera. There's now Dot has also has a conveyor. And we'll see what Dot's going to try to pull off here. I forget where up is going. Right, Tam. Okay. So as Doom has mentioned here, oh, Tam got a flute. The flute in the big chest room for Hera. Oh, and the big chest had a bottle. Okay, so as Doomtap has mentioned in chat, we have Tam was going to go see the prize for Hera. Dot is going to Cave State Mire. Meanwhile, Tam is going to go ahead and fight. Oh, that's a bow for Dot. As Tam just got $20, and it was a pendant. All right, so now it's looking a little bit dangerous. In that it suspects this might be an ice rod hunt. We'll see. As Tam will go ahead and activate the flute. Alright. So now Dot's hanging out in in Cape State Mire to get all the good things. Ooh, Dot gets the Cane of Samaria. Now he will go check the big chest. Gets a big key to GT. Powder had the third sword. So the bat had the third sword. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So now Tam is going to go ahead and I think probably take care of Desert. As Dot collected the bug net. So this should be, so for Tam, this should be pretty, and actually, he can just, Tam, they can just do it vanilla, because they have both the big key and a fire source. So no, there are some fancy glitches that you can do to get into Landmo's room, but none need to be here. So now Dot went from Cave State Mire and is now in Hera to go get the flute and to get whatever was in the big chest, which is a bottle. Now Tam, a little trouble with that second Landmo. Should be able to finish it here. Tam gets the map to Eastern and crystal acquired. So now that is the fourth crystal for Tam. As Doomtap has mentioned in chat, that that currently it's we're on the unlocking spree in Cave State, so we're going to just try to unlock literally everything that we can, and then probably power through everything at the end. So now we went from Hera, now we're in Swamp. As Tam is going to go check the big chest. Okay, thank you, Phoenix, because I missed that earlier when Tam was doing a map check earlier. That because Eastern is a pendant, that does mean, well, two things. One, it means that Tam now has full knowledge of what the crystal dungeons are, but unfortunately that means we are now in an ice rod hunt. And so, again, this is that situation that even though we have 2 sets of ice rods and 2 sets of fire rods, it still ends up being the thing that we have to deal with. So now Dot's going to go check the front chest. It is a compass. So now Dot will see what he decides to do. He will not reset the dungeon, not that he needs to. Tam flutes to the bottom right. Dot possibly Ice Palace play. In fact, they're both about to do an Ice Palace, or not Ice Palace. Dot has to. Forgot Dot's already in the Dark World. Gonna get upgrades. Then save and quit. Tam, because their bunny has to die first, and then can proceed. Alright, well, we'll see their approach. It'll be interesting. Now, it is a crystal, so it's not the end of the world. Tam doing the more conventional thing. Oh, it's been... Okay, so Malmo has brought to my attention that Tam cannot kill Cold Stare. So we'll see what Tam... Whoop! A little bit of a stumble there. Setting up for the bomb jump. As Dot is activated the flute. Now Dot is going to go buy some potions just to have in the stockpile. Oh, I misread what Malmo said earlier. So Tam. So let me restate what I just said. So Tam can kill Cold because of the fire rod, but Dot can't because no fire rod. Sorry, I said that backwards earlier. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we'll see what happens with Dot just because it's yeah, that at least that one fire rod was found in GT, left side GT. So Dot's heading eastern. Tam got themselves a compass. Now Tam will check the chest with the big the big key chest. That's Hammer Dash. It's $50. So I feel like for Dot, I don't know his knowledge, but he might be just on a double rod hunt at this point. As Tam just gets some money. Alright, let's see what Dot gets here. A singular arrow. Unfortunately, Tam has enough keys to do all these checks. Now Dot appears to be leaving. Tam, I think, got a heart piece. I'm not quite sure. Someone have to explain what the setup is for Dot. Dot got a small key to pod. Okay, so clearly Dot has messed up with the camera a little bit here. Tam got a small key to Meyer. Okay, so now Dot is going to go check the chest in the back. Found the map to Hera. Now Tam, because Tam has all the ingredients, can just, nothing fancy. You can get into Cold Stare without needing the hammer or gloves, but Tam has all the goodies, so they can just go ahead and do it. Dot got a small key to GT, and now we have the Cold Stare fight. Done and dusted. As Doomtap explained, oh, there's the Pearl. Pearl's on Cold Stare. That's terrible. So according to Doomtap, what was done earlier by Dot by spinning into the cannonball was to set up a north-south quadrant glitch that allowed Dot to go check the cave in the back, or check the chest in the back. Now Dot is making his way. Well, making his way to Armos. I think trying to hope that it's a crystal. Will be disappointed, unfortunately. So now Tam is going to go ahead and do our first hype cave check of the day. Starts out strong with the $5. 300, heart piece, 20. Okay, so hype cave not that great, not that hype. Dot having a little bit of trouble with the Armos fight, but managed to get through it. Got silver arrows. There was a bow on Armos and a pendant. So that's interesting. Just unfortunately right now is that this... So now dotdot has learned that Hera is a pendant. So we'll see how that affects his strategy, if at all. Because now that means dotdot, upon learning that Hera is a pendant, dotdot now also has full knowledge. Tam's at the dig game. Hopefully for something that's not just money. Maybe an ice rod. Well, half magic. That'll... a very nice convenience. I think now Tam's going to head to Mire. Because if you go through this mountain here... And dotdot might be heading to GT. Alright, but first we'll go check out... So Bombos is required to get into... or to get through the front door of Mire, but as we've seen, you don't need to do that. Small key to Mire for Tam, and 20 bucks. So now dotdot is going to, unfortunately, he's now got to sit up here and contemplate life while he's playing Sudoku, because he needs to reset, he can't be a bunny in order to roam around. Yeah, unfortunately not Quake, so... Right, as Doontap has mentioned, that Tam is capable of handling Mire, but, you know, having more stuff is not a bad idea. Okay, so dotdot now can now traverse GT. Now, as we know, the fire rod is located on the left side. The left side here. Okay, dotdot gets the small key to Hera. As Tam has gone back up to Hera. I think we're about to see some shenanigans, because I believe someone... I know I've seen it already, but I've already forgotten. I believe you can get to Hera... Or not Hera. I believe you can get to Mire from here. Or it could be making... Or it could be checking Swamp. Not sure. So dotdot has acquired the fire rod. Now I already forgot what was in this room. The fire rod was the only thing of note. Alright, Tam's going to Swamp. Hello, El Riddlem. Tam just shoving their face into the corner. Allows them to get into here. So... Forgot needs to grab a key. So it's still a bit of a difficult situation for dotdot, because dotdot now needs an ice rod and master sword, as Tam just really needs ice rod. Because again, as you guys can see, unfortunately, due to that they've now discovered all of the goodies and they know all the locations, that Trinex was mandatory. Unfortunately, the chest will not have anything that Tam wants, and Tam will just save and quit. So again, I don't have anything of note here from Rando Room, so unfortunately dotdot will probably be pretty disappointed. And so we'll see now where Tam is opting to go. Going to go to Agate Tower, because if you've already has the key. Oh, that's right, there was powder, so the powder check that might be useful later, just because that will, or for dotdot, does that mean at least dotdot will get his master sword. I don't believe dotdot has actually been in Skull Woods yet. Tam's going to check the second chest in the dark here. It's a heart piece. And Tam is going to opt to check out the sharpness of the guard sword. Shout out to Double Beeps. And dead. Doomtap is predicting that there'll be an Ice Rod and TR. Okay, so now dotdot gets to do Ice Armos. And that's that. As dotdot, I believe there wasn't anything of worth, just money and arrows. So Tam is now going to go check the front of the skate, where there will not be anything. Because I'm sure dotdot's feeling pretty good, at least by getting the fire rod, but I'm curious with that setup. I don't know if anyone in chat wants to, somebody can tell me where that, despite this being no logic, where the logic might take them. So Tam has acquired their mirror. That'll be nice. Dotdot is going to shove himself into this mountain here. I know Tam did it earlier. I just forgot where it goes. Oh, it goes down. Okay. Now we got Super Bunny. As Tam gets the big key to Eastern. Mirrors out because it's convenient. I think Tam is going to go check... or sorry, not Super Bunny. I don't know why I said that. Tam checks bumper ledge, found nothing. I think dotdot now, okay. Mentioned it earlier that he hasn't been to Skull yet, so now this is his first journey in the Skull Woods. It's Tam, because Tam's got the one key, is going to go check the chest in the dark room and escape. And it is the other fire rod. As dotdot is checking out how sharp the spike is. Alright, Tam is setting up here for YBA shenanigans. Gone back into Thieves. I think it's going to go check the big chest. Because, well, we're in cave state, but has the big key and a hammer. Finds a heart piece. As dotdot has acquired the Master Sword. Then Tam save and quit. Dotdot got the big key to Hera. Doomtap, do you want to... Is there any significance as to when Tam failed the spin coming out into Thieves? Is there significance to that? Ooh, dotdot unfortunately got grabbed before he could check that last one there, so I think he might just say, forget it, just go back the other way. So, Kieran, the reason there are two fire rods is that in this no logic set, to try to make it somewhat easier for both the competitors, excuse me, to try to make it easier for both competitors, there are two sets of fire rods and two sets of ice rods to prevent this from being truly terrible, but will ultimately still end up being terrible because it always ends up being a hunt anyway. So according to Doomtap, the Uncle Door, if you do a spin YBA, it goes to left side swamp. Spin YBA equals more distance of regular YBA. Oh, I did not know this. So now Tam is going to go walk on clouds here. Guessing this is a conveyor. It is. Yeah, Karen, exclamation, I was about to say explanation. Exclamation no logic, I believe, has a link to the rule set, in case you're curious. And I'm not sure what they were trying to do, but said, no, I'm good. whereas dotdot is going to go check the chest, take the safer path. Found it's a small key pod. All right, Tam now going to Eastern. And dotdot took a death. And now we're sitting on the Eastern screen, contemplating life. So Tam is in Eastern, but I think we're going to, as chat is predicting, I think we're going to be heading to. Oh no, we're going to first check the back chest on the map to Hera. I just said back chest. Like, that doesn't make any sense when you say it in a vacuum. Whereas dotdot is heading to Moth. And get the small key to pod. As dotdot taking some rounds here, trying to avoid everything. Got 7 hearts going into Moth. We'll see how it goes, and we'll have at least enough for potentially 1 fire rod shot. But also the red potion on standby. Tam got the singular arrow. Good work. The dotdot has that red potion to actually use for the intended purpose, in case, because as you can see, the Moth fight can get out of hand very quickly, and dotdot opts to use it, probably for the best, and trying to, ever so carefully, trying to finagle his way to Moth, as Moth is flying around and dealing with conveyors, and it's a whole adventure. Sucks. Tam gets a small key to GT. Yeah, I'd say spin to win also probably would have been better. Got the map to desert and got the crystal. So now dotdot has completed Skullwood. Still down 3 crystals to 5. And Tam is making their way, it's kind of setting up here, making their way to Meyer as we speak, so dotdot's going to have to try to, well, I would think probably start trying to play catch-up at some point, but I'm not aware of all of the knowledge, as Tam has now made it into Eastern Meyer. Tam, or not Tam, excuse me, dotdot, using a smaller block to shove himself through. VRAM corrupted everything. In such a way that I think, did his computer just explode? No. Okay. I have checked his actual stream, and I see him moving around. I'm not sure what happened. He did a hard reset. And there we go. There's the answer. Oh no, vanilla music. That is correct, Algorithm. I literally went into his drive to see what was going on. Whereas Tam took a fireball hit. So now Tam is going through Meyer to try to collect as many goodies as possible. Got the bug net. 3 hearts though, a little bit dangerous. So I want to remind people though that while Tam is in Meyer, please note you see how it says P. So now again, as we said earlier, Meyer is actually a crystal. However, because Tam went in through Eastern, the game recognizes it as a pendant dungeon, even though it isn't. Okay, DoomTap has made the bold prediction. We will see if that comes true. That this is, I mean, yeah, for right now, it does seem like this is a good time for dotdot to try to play catch-up. As I know Tam... I already forgot what it was, but I know Tam just acquired something. Oh, Tam got the bow. That's right. As dotdot wanted to check how sharp that spike was. All right. Now we will proceed. Thank you, Phoenix, for confirming. All right. Sorry, executive decision. Got sick of hearing the vanilla music already. So now Tam is going to go check the big chest. Found the big key to GT. Tam got red cane. So got the red cane. Immediately saved and quit. So chat, was dotdot trying to dupe the chest? Was that the intention before his game exploded? So now Tam is going to go get some bombs. Meanwhile, dotdot appears to be heading... Okay, so Tam's going to turn into mushroom, whereas dotdot not going to go check powder. Ooh, a bottle. So Tam got another bottle. Immediately fills it with red goo. Buy some more green goo, and then buy some red goo. Alright, so now Tam has 2 reds and a green. Dotdot made his way to desert, so probably to go take care of, because he's got a big key, and a fire source, so probably going to go take care of Landmo, because it's, you know, easy fight. Meanwhile, Tam is back to Hera. We're going to go to the Dark World to go do stuff. Maybe TR play. Dotdot will get into there. We'll get into Landmo easily. You can get, again, as I said before, you can get into Landmo without a fire source. Tam will wedge themselves through there. Okay, we're going to go check... we're going to do Mimic Cave first. I mean, why not? You have a hammer. Okay, what's a Mimic Cave? The heart piece. As dotdot having a little bit of difficulty with the timing of the arrow with Landmo's head. Now again, it's only 1 silver arrow, but I know it can be a bit difficult. Tam is going to... We'll see what's happening here. Shoves themselves into the door there. Oh, it's going to open the small key. So that was the that small chest that you saw was actually the big key chest in the room with all the lava. It was a small key, whereas the actual big chest had 300, as dotdot defeated Landmo and has required the crystal. So now Tam appears to be going through, because they got 4 smalls, so appears to be running through TR backwards in the hope for an ice rod, really. As dotdot is going to go head to Dark World, potentially head to Mire. Tam has acquired the Ether Tablet. I mean, that's a shame. considering it's Bombos. But, or to get into Mire anyway. So now dotdot, I believe, is trying to do Super Bunny and succeeded. Tam has acquired 20 bucks. Dotdot gets a small key to Mire. We'll go ahead and save and quit. Alright, so Tam's got 2 more checks. So now we're going to do this trick where by shoving a Mario block and moving the camera slightly, what that does is when Tam goes through this entrance, actually goes above the rollers. And just gets money and health. So for Tam, at least in Turtle Rock, all that's really left, I believe, is... I believe it's Laser Bridge. Oh no, Crystal Roller as well. So, running out of checks here. So here we are at Crystal Roller. 20 bucks. Whereas dotdot making... Oh, gotta take a death again, because again, doesn't have Pearl. Because Pearl was on Cold Stare. So, of course, you know, dotdot couldn't find it yet. Dotdot here is going to go through ice. Probably do very similar routing as Tam. Probably going to do a lot of searching before heading to Cold Stare. But taking a different route, though, not going to go through the conventional way, is going to kind of go look through it backwards. So here we are on Laser Bridge. First chest, nothing. Second chest, nothing. Third chest, nothing. Okay, let's see. Is the oh, well, took a hit there, and I run 1.5 hearts, and took a death. Messed up the timing, unfortunately. Did not see what the 4th chest was, so we'll see how that plays out. Tam decided to save and quit. So that. There's other way now. Of course, even though that seemed pretty bad, as dotdot got the blue cane, there are other ways into Laser Bridge than what you saw from Tam. So we'll see if we revisit that later. So now dotdot is going to go ahead and do Icebreaker since he's got red cane. As Tam is making their way back to GT. So I think it sounds like it's time for right side checks. There are 5 chests down here. 1 of them you gotta wait a while, 4 of them you don't. Tam is opting to wait. Yeah. Okay, Tam's gonna hang out in tile room here. So dotdot really has now a huge chance to catch up. But no, yeah, to Doomtap's point, Tam needs to check everything because we're in an ice rod hunt. And it's the shield. Look at you, Doomtap, playing Name That Tune. Doomtap's knowledge of video game music. Tam lit the first torch and then opted to wait it out. And then we'll try it again. Because you have enough time, but it's also, it's one of those things that does take a little bit. So now Tam has to try to get through got through the Stalfos. Okay, here we go. Bombs. Arrows. Heart piece. Last chest. Arrows. Womp womp. Bump bump boom. So there are... So not a lot there. So I think in Ganon's Tower for Tam, all that's left would be the 3 chests at the top of the tower. So I think otherwise they full cleared it. Now Tam gonna go ahead and get themselves set up here to get into the ledge. And that's how you get into the ledge there. Dotdot got a small key to Mire. Okay. Yeah, we're really running out of checks now. Because combined, I mean, all that's... I'm trying to think all that's left would be as Tam mirrors out. I think Tam might have forgot that it didn't have a small key. Whereas Dotdot's just heading to Cold Stare. There isn't... I'm trying to think what's left. I mean, there's a lot of the fetch quests that are left. Tam is trying to do something, and I don't know where Tam's going. Because I haven't seen this. I haven't... Oh. Oh, as you do. Okay, so we're at the bottom. So we're now at Spooky. Okay, so we're heading to Vitreous. Iris, same. I've never seen it done that way. As Dotdot has acquired the Moon Pearl. It now makes his life a lot easier. Okay, so chat, you gotta help me out here. I know it says that it's a crystal, but I also know that Tam entered through desert, so does this count, or does he still need to, or does Tam still need to get through, still have to enter through Mire? No, the prize will drop? Okay. Right, no, I know we got the desert prize, I just didn't know if, well, he saved and quit anyway. Still need to enter through Mire, okay. Okay, so that was an example there of where Tam defeated the Misery Mire boss. However, still needs to collect the prize. And because that Tam entered the desert, it doesn't count. So we have to... And I know that... Isn't there a way to change the ID? The dungeon ID? It's not easy, it's just tedious. I believe there is. I know they have to, like... Right. Yeah. So I should clarify that, as Sliver has mentioned, as Dotdot's getting the small key to GT and the big key to Thieves, that for Tam, in order to officially collect the prize, they just need to enter into Mire. They don't need to collect it in Mire. So there's plenty... Oh, holy lag, Batman. There's... Because I know there's ways to do that. So now Tam's and Pyramid Fairy will be totally disappointed. Yeah, okay, there's a way to swap IDs, yeah. Thought so. As now Dotdot took the money. Didn't try to either forgot or doesn't know how, or forgot to open that chest in the middle you see on Dotdot's screen there. So now Dotdot, not quite sure if he's actually going to go check or if he just wants the key. No, he's going to go check, but he took a laser to the face. Tam has swam their way to Hammer Pegs, because Dotdot realized it was just a key to Agate Tower. Now Tam, Hammer Pegs is 300 Wing Wangs. Proceeds to take the 300 Wing Wangs. So I think Dotdot now is going to do what Tam did earlier, and that's pretty much run all of this backwards. Gonna run TR backwards here to get all the goodies. And then I'm assuming he will also try his hand at Laser Bridge. We are getting a blacksmith check at 1 hour 28 minutes in. We're ready for Smith Chain. Will Smith Chain have it? Or dare I say, have to turn in the purple chest? Haven't seen that in a while. As dotdot has acquired ether. So now Tam will go ahead, leave, walk back in. It's 20 bucks. Okay. So now, is he going to do it? Oh, baby. Purple chest time. Now what's nice, there is a way around the purple chest there to kind of make it a little bit easier. You can flute with it. But then you, without the hook shot, unfortunately, you have to take the walk of shame. Okay, what does the purple chest have for Tam? With a small key. Oof. Big oof. So... And unfortunately, they can't check the tablet. Tam thinking about mountain. As dotdot's going to go to crystal rollers by doing that little trick that we saw earlier from Tam. Oh no, excuse me. Dotdot is now at the top of GT. And save and quit. Okay. I think dotdot took a wrong turn. That was Moldorm too. So now Tam is, let's see, we're going to try this again with this spin YBA. And we are in Swamp. So I think this is what DoomTap was trying to describe earlier, that you have to, the spin allows for more momentum. So now I haven't seen this personally, at least here, that this is now, that was a spin YBA to the left side of Swamp. That's interesting. Okay, so what here is in left side Swamp? We have another bottle. This time with a B in it. It should be noted that for saying all of this, that with all this time that unfortunately Tam has to check every single spot, that now dotdot is only, well, has now tied, at least in terms of crystal dungeons. Tam's got a big key to Ice Palace. As now dotdot tried to make, not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but I think trying to get into Laser Bridge, but then clicked in the wrong area and had to save and quit. Tam's buying more goo. We'll save and quit. So I think dotdot's going to try... dotdot's going to try his hand again. Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to guess probably to go to at least to Laser Bridge, but may also try to go back to TR and try to get those front, or those last two front chests at the in the roller room. We'll see. All right, Bombos is the to get into TR as well. Maybe dotdot was trying to see if we can just go through the front door. Tam is about to also get the bad news that... Okay. Oh, alright, Tam was planning something else anyway. Tam is going to go check Catfish. As dotdot has now gotten into Laser Bridge. Catfish has a book. Ooh. We love fetch quests. So now the book has been acquired by Catfish. As now dotdot is going to check. That last chest only has 20, so there wasn't anything of value on Laser Bridge. Dot not looking real comfortable on Laser Bridge, but is making his way through though. Yeah, Laser Bridge is tough. As Tam is repeatedly jumping off of Dark Death Mountain. Dot will save and quit. As Tam has now made their way back to the TR Big Chest door. So I think Tam, we'll see what Tam's going to try to do here. Whether Tam will try to go and get that last chest on Laser Bridge. Dot appears to be heading the swamp. Oh yeah, Doomtop brought a good idea. Might be doing Stairmaster. It's true. Oh no, not swamp. Dot's hasn't done Hype Cave yet. All right, Tam has done Stairmaster, so you took the stairs to go left, and now, okay, so Tam's gonna do or hopefully we'll see what happens here, because I know this isn't exactly easy, as Dot didn't get much in Hype Cave. So now Tam's at Moldorm 2. Is going to try to do the bomb jump to go back into the previous room, but Moldorm's having none of it. There's now Dot in Dark World. He's save and quit. Oh, we're going to go... Ooh, Stumpy check. Stumpy has a heart. As Tam will go do... I'm not sure what happened. Round 2 for the bomb jump. You have to wait for... We have to wait for Moldorm to explode. As Dot is going to go do Dig Game. Now Tam has gotten the bomb jump. That's interesting. So apparently, if you don't let Moldorm go through the death animation, you can't move, or you're not in the... Or, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, so I'm just going to shut up. We're going to carry on here. Tam with the 2 checks up top here. What do we got? Hopefully something good. We got arrows. And we have a hook shot. Well, that allows for more tricks, potentially, so that's good. Okay, so now Tam, we'll see what Tam's going to do here. So Tam's in the dark room, kind of looks like heading back towards Laser Bridge. Yeah, Jay Copper put out an interesting question that got the hook shot while we were there. Why didn't we try to finish out? Okay, so now it's going to go ahead and finish out Laser Bridge and be disappointed. And so, yeah, I think potentially forgot. Dot is about to get tempered. So that attempt at sword duping earlier had successfully got the tempered sword. And so we'll see what Tam's going to do now with their newly acquired hookshot powers. Dot is going to go do hammer pegs and be disappointed. Unless he really wants the money. Tam now is heading back to the right side here. Oh, okay. So Tam, that's right, Tam didn't do hookshot. Tam hovered once and then left. So I think Tam is about to be disappointed. There wasn't much here. Oh, well, there was Gold Sword. So maybe not. I forgot that Dot didn't even do it. Yeah, that's right. We haven't seen it yet. So now Tam's got a book. Let's see what Ether Tablet brings. It's a map. The book was not forgotten about. Dot is going to go ahead and turn in the mushroom. Got his third bottle. So now Tam will hair a pot. Let's see, will... Nope. Okay, I was wondering if Tam was just gonna kind of give up and just opt to go beat. Maybe Moldorm might have the prize. So Tam is back in Swamp. As Dot's gonna go check Catfish. Oh no, not check Catfish. I forgot he's in Light World. He's gonna go check Zora. Excuse me. Well, Zora actually have it. That's true. They have not done. They only checked for the shield, but they didn't actually go check if Zora himself has it. And while Tam is just doing the standard Swamp Palace checks. Got bombs. Let's see here. Is that 500 worth it? Red mail, so no. Tam checking the big chest in Swamp. On the compass. Doomtap was in fact saying boo earns. Thought it was saying moo. Alright, Tam going to go ahead and shove themselves in between the railing and the block to allow them to water walk. You have a buck and 20 bucks. As Dot appears to be heading towards Swamp. Fire shield for Tam. So I think it appears that Dot is just going to go ahead and do Swamp. And Tam, I think, is also just going to go ahead and we're going to run to, well, because Tam's got the hook shot, might as well just go ahead and beat Argus. Especially with Gold Sword and the hook shot. Pretty easy fight. Oh. Got the one cycle, almost. Yep, there we go. And that's it. Small key. The pod. Tam's nope. Not even going to take the pendant. Oh, but also too, Tam didn't enter through. Tam entered through Hera, so never mind. Well, it's true. We haven't had a... So there's Bombo's Tablet, Spike Cave, Ped. None of those have been checked. Alright, so Tam is back in the Ice Palace. Now, Tam did not check the one penguin room below. So maybe they're thinking potentially to check there? No. We're going to icebreaker this. As Dot is just kind of NMGing his way through left side swamp. I think Dot's gonna go check the big chest. That's right. That's a little NMG trick there. Spinning through the railing. Take the bomb into the hole. The big chest has a shovel. The plot continues. Okay, so now Tam appears to want to head back. So I did forget about that. And I don't think, and I know dotdot had already checked. I don't believe Tam had checked Stumpy yet. So now Tam is, here we are back here. As dotdot is going to be disappointed as we listen to double beep speed. So here we are in the penguin room. Got rid of him with ease. Got the blue cane. Save and quit. Dotdot also save and quit. So Tam's got a shovel. Tam's gonna make their way to the dig spot, and hopefully there's an ice rod buried in there. We will see what happens. Alright, what's in the spot? It's a heart. Tam does not want 19 hearts. Oh, I think dotdot is setting up for... Well, he fell. I think we're setting up a King's Tomb play. As Tam is going to go check Bombos. Alright. I have no idea what dotdot got. Tam got a big key to Meyer, which doesn't mean much. What the hell did dotdot get? Let's sneak over here. Oh! Okay. So apparently, if I'm reading dotdot's own tracker correctly, that was an ice rod. So ice rod was on King's Tomb. Or am I wrong? Why are we saying Usually when you guys say it means I said something wrong. Okay, so Tam, just as you saw, can hook push just easily right into Armmost. Where Tam got silver arrows, got the pendant. Yeah. So the reason dotdot tried it once before, was it dotdot or was it Tam? Someone tried the juke one time from Mini Moldorm Cave like a while ago, and then failed it and just save and quit. Yeah, you would think that when you've got, Titan's mitts, you could just, go there, but whatever. All right, anyway. Look, as I've mentioned before, chat, that sometimes these runners, they're so used to doing things with all these glitches and all this other nonsense that sometimes NMG is the best route to take. All right, Tam is forever falling. As I think dotdot... Curious to see what dotdot's doing. Tam's going to swamp. Dotdot is going to go fight Moldorm. Okay, Neo Muffins has informed me that Tam is heading to Ped. As first, yeah, because Tam's on to Ped because Tam beat Argus before, and now we're in the boss room. Tam has successfully completed Swamp. So we're about to do a blind Ped pull, and you end up at Skullwood somehow. As dotdot also got the pendant. Okay, what is it? Oh, it's a small key. Didn't even take the time to pull it. So that's a no-go. Oh well. As dotdot has defeated the boss for Hera, I am curious to see if dotdot's now going to pull. Well, technically, dotdot still needs to beat Argus if that's the case. Yeah, I'm actually going to ask that. I missed the prize that Tam got. I was writing down question. Is now dotdot went back in a pod. Yeah, so right now, I mean, dotdot just now needs to kind of get to Vitreous. So Tam now in Spike Cave. So again, as a reminder for those of you who are not familiar, there are actually 2 ice rods, as some of you may saw earlier, that they found both fire rods. But now what about the other ice rod? And there's the other ice rod. It's in Spike Cave. So, okay, interestingly, this, in my opinion, they could have found it a little bit sooner if someone went back and checked Kingston. But now Tam's got ice rod, so I think both. So right now Tam has the lead because Tam has beaten Vitreous, but still needs to get the crystal. Whereas dotdot has not beat Vitreous yet. And also, unfortunately, dotdot doesn't have the hook shot. And I don't think he's going to get it. So yeah, as a reminder, so dotdot's ice rod was in King's Tomb, whereas Tam's ice rod was found in Spike Cave. Now I believe, did dotdot change? You guys gotta help me out. It looks like dotdot changed the ID, but maybe I'm not. No, this doesn't look like the setup. Dotdot got the second fire rod. Now Tam. Oh, I think dotdot did the same thing. So, okay. Ice Rod was in Spike Cave for Tam, and King's Tomb for dotdot. Okay, so Tam, I believe all of that chicanery, I think we're trying to do some dungeon ID changing. No idea if it was successful on either front. Someone's gonna have to tell me. I believe dotdot did. Okay, so dotdot, so chat, you gotta help me out here. So dotdot has now the crystal from Meyer, but still needs to beat Vitreous. Whereas Tam still needs the crystal, but beat Vitreous. Is that correct? So yeah, as now chat is saying, all right, thank you, Sliver. And so for that play earlier about dotdot killing Moldorm, seemed like a smart play. Whereas Tam is trying to change, or has changed the dungeon ID. Alright, so we'll see what happens here as... Nope. Tam's trying. Also running out of magic. And I don't know if Tam still has a green bottle left behind. Alright, so now Tam, I believe the ID has been changed. Tam. Oh, open the door. That's okay. The Harapot. Jay Coper is betting that Trinex has Bombos. We will see. Tam will now acquire the crystal. So Tam has officially completed Meyer by both defeating the boss and collecting the crystal from that dungeon. So now Tam is ahead, essentially 1.5 dungeons, if you will. Because dotdot still needs to go beat Vitreous, and then needs to get the TR, and then also beat Aga 2. So now dotdot is probably trying to make a beeline as fast as he possibly can to try to get the Vitreous. Whereas Tam's going to make his way to TR, and because he's got the big key and the red cane, doesn't need to do any sort of shenanigans, can just take it vanilla, because there are ways to get into TR. Oh, and also he needed a small key, they needed a small key, which Tam had. Oh, nice red cane shot there. Straight shot, really nice. Okay. So now Tam just has a gold sword Trinex fight. This should not be too bad. Got the 0 cycle because gold sword. There's dotdot again trying to feverishly make his way down to Spooky. And that's it, done and dusted. Yeah, Sliver. You got a real late hook shot, but hey, there's Bombos. Who said it? Jake Hooper is the big winner today. Congratulations. It's like they knew. It's like they knew. Now we're putting out a PSA to always do your dupes last. Yeah, go ahead and start the GT Big Key guessing game. So now Tam is trying to do a setup here that will allow them to essentially get to Aga 2, whereas dotdot with silvers, this should be a very quick fight, but this might be, as much as I hate to say it, might be too little too late for dotdot. So we'll see what happens. So now Tam, geez, I'm mixing up their names again. Okay. So now dotdot has beaten Vitreous. So Meyer's complete. Tam again. What am I doing? Tam is at Act 2. And so now, yeah, I keep calling him Tam. Yes, I know. Pretty damn ridiculous. Smoke, yeah. Okay, so you know, if they put their whole name, put Tamiki, I probably would stop saying Tam all the time. So Tam is now beating Aga 2. So we have got one fight left. And it's a gold sword, silver Ganon, so this should be pretty trivial, unless something tragic happened at this point. We're really getting into Ganon's hitbox, aren't we? My goodness. I don't have that bravery. Well, he's on 2 hearts. So we're really pushing this, like, as we're trying to put as much drama to this as possible. As dotdot feverishly. Oh no, silver, I want you reading this. Okay, so that'll be one shot. don't need to worry about torch glitch here. 1, 2. One more to win. That is it. Unless Tam falls, this is going to be the end. And time. With an official time of 1:59.09. That is going to be it. Tam is the winner. So now we have swapped over now to dotdot. Where now dotdot is going to do the same thing that Tam did earlier, which was to set everything up in such a way where when dotdot falls, he will end up at Aga 2. And so with that, as dotdot is finishing up here, let's update a couple things. So Tam has won the first in this best of 3 series. They are going to run it back as dotdot successfully got to Aga 2. They are going to run it back tomorrow morning. So tomorrow, Friday, June 26th at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And now we are waiting, so while it's still active, you can... Oh, nice triple. You can go ahead and get your guesses in for the items. Ooh, okay. Okay, and that was it. Dotdot not trying to do the... You can lessen this time if you clip out of the arena and get... And there's a chance the bat to not spawn to speed up this process. Okay, so... Clip A is impossible. No, fair enough. Okay, so here we go. So for dotdot, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. Ooh, missed the spin. So probably going to have to take an extra cycle. Yep. Having the red mail does help here because it doesn't hurt as much. Alright, so now we're on the firebat phase. So 12 flashes. Might have to do another, might have to wait another phase, yeah. Didn't get all of it. Dotdot playing a bit conservative here. Or couldn't get into the firebats, or couldn't get into the circle. Alright, so now we keep slashing away here. That was another 5. And that sounded like 8 total now. Okay, now we're on last phase. Before we can do damage. As Ganon not, just like you saw with Tam. Dotdot's Ganon not willing to cooperate. Okay, so now one more. Oh no, Silver's my one true weakness. Okay. So, dotdot opts for torch glitch. Missed the first one. Oh, missed that slash as well. Probably going to need to do another round of lighting with torches. Okay. So 3 arrows to win. 1, 2. And that's it. So unless dotdot falls, that's going to be the end. And that is it with an official time of, well, on race time anyway, a 2:03.23. That is going to be it. So congratulations to both of our runners. Let's see if they want to... See if they want to join for an interview. But anyway, all right. So we'll see if they jump in here in a moment. Oh, okay. All of my options for game audio have disappeared. Okay. Sounds. Okay, so while we wait, see if anyone joins in. Want to give a quick shout to Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix, for coming in and tracking, or willing to track at the very last moment. I do really appreciate that. And let's see who we got. Okay, all right. So I've been told that there actually is music. I just don't get to hear it. Right, let's go ahead and drag them in there. Well, hello.
Hello.
Well, GG to you.
GG. That was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, so I am joined, of course, by dotdot here. So yeah, I guess we should probably have that conversation. Ice Rod.
Yeah.
Did you're gonna have to remind me, because I was confusing you with Tam near the end here. Was it you who originally you were in Mini Moldorm Cave and then you attempted it once? You tried to get to King's Tomb, and then
no.
you had
I
to
didn't
back
have
out.
any bombs.
Right. Okay. I thought that was the reason. So, okay. So yeah. So that was unfortunate. Because of course I was curious. Did you just forget about it, or just not think about coming back to it?
I was thinking about it the whole time.
Okay.
So I just never pulled the trigger until I went.
Fair enough. Because yeah, I also found it, because it was interesting too that you actually, I mean, I forgot when you got Titan's Mitts, but I know you got them, well, with respect to the seed, relatively early.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just, as Smoke has mentioned, Tam ran out of hearts and Dot ran out of bombs. Yeah, so near the end of the race, you're probably not looking at chat, but looking at chat here, yeah, I started mixing your two names, so I started calling Tam, unfortunately. So now I feel bad that I might have given them a new nickname, but yes. But anyway, what are your thoughts though on the seed?
I got like really flustered at certain parts, especially like when I was in pod and I realized I forgot that chest. I was like, wait, did I forget the other chest as well? And so I was like really flustered, and then like I missed Super Money Cave because I was like thinking about pod, and then I couldn't get to Ganon's Tower, and that kind of sucked. I was like super nervous around that part.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, for what it was worth, it did seem like when you were running around, and especially when you're in Cave State and you're getting all the items, you definitely got a lot of items. Unfortunately, not the Ice Rod, and I'm sure you probably were looking for some other things. For Tam, though, oh wow, 198 collection rate for Tam. That really the big differences was they found Hookshot at that top chest, at one of the two top chests in GT. With the spikes in the Mini Moldorms.
Yeah.
They bomb jumped up there and found that. And then unfortunately also Tam kind of went on Tam unfortunately kept getting, and this was probably good news for you though for a time, is that unfortunately they kept getting fetch quest items. They got the book, they got the shovel, and so that kind of put them down a bad hole.
Yeah, I definitely would have went for those.
Oh yeah.
If I found the book, I would have been looking at the pendant and everything.
As soon as I think it was Catfish. Yeah, as soon as Tam got the book at Catfish, they made a beeline for both of the stones. I can't think of them. The you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tam unfortunately didn't do a blind head pull. We were kind of hoping for that, but I think it was couch cash, or it wasn't anything worth value. But also to Tam, actually, they found their Ice Rod in Spike Cave.
Oh. I
So
always forget that even exists.
yeah, most do, and honestly for good reason.
And Mimic Cave, now that I think of it, I didn't do that. I should
Yeah.
have.
Oh, they also because they got Hammer pretty early, and that was one of the things they checked. They actually checked Mimic Cave first before even going into Turtle Rock. But there wasn't anything that I remember of worth in there. So, but I mean, yeah, it was a close race. Once both of you got your ice rods, you guys were about, I would say, a dungeon and a half. You were about a dungeon and a half behind in that. Tam had already defeated Vitreous, just needed to go get the crystal, whereas you still needed to do both, and then you did that. We were kind of confused at first when you went back into Hera to kill Moldorm to get the pendant, but then realizing that you can get the Hera crystal while in Hera, or to get the Meyer crystal while in Hera, and we thought that was actually a really, really smart play.
Yeah, you don't have to kill Moldum first, but you have to do like a perfect YBA back, and I wasn't like banking on that, so I just did the safe play and killed Moldum.
Fair enough. Yeah, I had chat. Chat had to help me out a lot with explaining a lot of the tricks because I didn't know what they were doing. I was just merely saying what people were doing, which was either shoving your face into a wall or shoving your face into a door in such a way that you teleported through it. So
Yeah, one big question mark for me was that Skull Woods when I like did the SDC and it VRAM'd and crashed. Like I went back to Skull Woods because as far as I was concerned, I had just lost all my progress and I had to go back to beat the boss again. But like, I didn't like try. I didn't think I managed to save, but it saved anyway or something. I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm not sure either. All we saw was VRAM. Your stream went black, and then I had to check your own personal stream just
Oh
to
no, that was
see
the
if
game. Yeah, the game went
just
black.
to see if it was. Yeah, we're not sure if you doing that VRAM corruption caused your whole computer to explode. There wasn't anything in Skull Woods that I remember seeing of any value, and you didn't beat Moth at the time, so. So Malmo is asking, had you taken a death in Skull Woods?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
Okay. I died like in the back of Skull Woods, but then like Moth was still dead when I went back.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Maybe Moth wasn't dead, but it must have been because I had the crystal. I don't know. Like Ganon wouldn't have been killable if I didn't have the crystal, so I don't understand.
I don't know either. Yeah. Well, it also probably didn't help that. Oh yeah, because Skullwoods was. I keep forgetting that SW means Skullwoods for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the people who have to the people who know this more than I do would have to probably explain more as to when you mess with the VRAM corruption as to like why either some stuff saved and some stuff didn't. I don't know. But yeah, so I think that will do it though. Unless, do you have any other last words?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered everything. That was a crazy race.
That was. I mean, despite it being 2 hours, you guys actually still managed to keep it relatively close. Malmo is commenting that hopefully it wasn't SRAM corruption. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking at the time as well. Yeah, I was like, is my save corrupted? I'll keep playing anyway because I can't do anything about it. But
right, because yeah, otherwise it pretty much would have mean forfeit. But okay, so of course now, so unfortunately you are now down 1, but that's okay. It's a best of 3. So just as a friendly reminder, we have you guys are going to run it back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So hopefully they'll have that going. And then later on today, what we have is we actually got a bunch of stuff in the evening. So at 8 p.m., we actually have 2 races going on right now. We'll have JD Silvergun against Gabriel J. Campos. And then also we'll have Leaf versus Breadcoon. So if for anyone who may be interested, if you are interested into signing up is that at least for Leaf versus Breadcoon, we do need comms and a tracker for that. And then also at 9 p.m., so essentially we're going to have 3 races happening almost simultaneously. We'll have game 2 of Simple Clips versus Malmo. Also, the Leaf versus Breadcoon, or sorry, all these races, I believe, are their second games. So Simple Clips versus Malmo at 9. And then, like I said, both JD Silvergun, Gabriel Campos, and Leaf versus Breadcoon are both at 8. All right, then. So on behalf of dotdot, thank you so much again. And then Phoenix, thank you for coming in last second to do comms. I am Misanthropic Buddha, and we will see you all on the next one.